This is VR to Smoking Fireman. Congratulations on your subs. And I'll answer the two questions. The memory that stands out most for me as a child was I was somewhere between 5 and 7, and I got a Christmas gift of a train set. And my father set the train set up, and I was playing with it. And then a day or two went by, and I went to play with the train set, and it wasn't plugged in. So I followed the plug, and I found an outlet, and I plugged the train set in. When I went to use it, what happened was the train would go and stop, go and stop. And I thought I had broke it somehow. So I started to cry, and my father came over and said, "What's the matter?" I said, I broke the train set. So he looked at what the problem was, and what I didn't know is when I plugged the train set in, back then the Christmas lights, they didn't blink on their own. You had to add a blinker, and it was a red adapter. I had plugged into the red adapter, so it would time every so many seconds, cut the power and bring the power back. So he fixed it, he pulled out that thing, explained to me, which is the way my father was, he would explain things to you so you understood, which is another memory that still serves me today. I fixed it and I was happy. So naturally my father was my hero, and he has been throughout my whole life. Unfortunately I lost him some years ago, but that stands out the most of something that happened as a child. It was kind of sad, yet it was a good result at the end. As far as pipe smoking, my father smoked a pipe, and so did my grandfather, but that wasn't what led me to it. What led me to it was smoking cigars. As I said on my channel one time, I started smoking cigars out of necessity of cutting my lawn. I would get bit by the, mosquitoes or whatever. So I bought a White Owl cigar, or it was a paper crappy cigar, and I really didn't smoke it. I just lit it up and kept it lit so the bugs would stay away from me, and it worked. Then from there I went to a friend's house, and he had a real cigar, which turned me on to real cigars. So from there I went to the local smoke shop, which was about a half hour from where I presently live. No longer there, unfortunately. And he had a walk-in humidor, so naturally I bought a bunch of cigars, and he had pipes. And I'm looking at all the pipes, and it intrigued me. So I bought a pipe, and I started smoking pipes, and then I bought 2 pipes and 3 pipes and many different tobaccos, and long story short, I had given it up because of I was doing it wrong. The constant tongue bite, I was like torturing myself. And I said, this is like crap. How the hell do people do this? And there was no YouTube back then, so I gave it up. But I saved all my pipes. The only pipe I was sort of able to get through, which probably led to me saving my pipes, was I bought the Gerstner pipe that he happened to have a series of them. He got them in when they first came out. And I bought one of those, and that made the smoking tolerable. But I was still doing it wrong, but at least I could remove the moisture, and I didn't have the severe tongue bite that I had on a regular pipe. So now we fast forward 15 or 20 years. Luckily I'm a person that doesn't throw a lot of things out, so I still had almost all my pipes that I had obtained. And I caught some YouTube videos, and the pipe smoking community intrigued me once again to get back into it. Now, of course, doing it right, and the 9mm filter, which I owe that to Simon, really. he spoke about it, and now I prefer 9mm filtered pipes over everything. Except I can still tolerate the system pipes because they do a good job of removing the moisture. Anyway, and that's how it happened, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I enjoy contributing to the community, and it's really been a good hobby that I enjoy. I also like restoring pipes. I like modifying pipes. I like the whole thing that goes along. I like the lighters. I have many of them. I like the tools. I like the beauty of the pipes, of the wood. It's a whole experience. And it saddens me to think that it could be taken away because of the tobacco police saying it's dangerous and don't want it to be promoted. I mean, granted, there's some truth to that, but in my view, it's we all know the dangers. There's dangers in there's dangers in leaving your house in the morning. But it's a danger risk versus reward type of thing. And I was never in favor of being dictated by a government or a person or any one thing as to you can't do that, we know what's best for you. Everybody that smokes tobacco, you don't need a rock to fall on you to realize there is some danger involved in it. But there's a factor that, and there's no statistic for this, but you have to wonder how many heart attacks has maybe a pipe saved. And what I mean by that is many times it's a stress reliever, it relaxes you. So isn't there a value to that? Cigarette smoking, I don't think we should be in that same category. Tobacco is tobacco, I understand that, but cigarettes are a different breed altogether. You're inhaling that smoke. Pipe tobacco, granted you may get some down in your lungs, but you're not getting the amount that you would smoking a single cigarette. And studies have shown that most pipe smokers live a long, cancer-free life. So I don't know. There's an argument, I guess, that could be made about it, but I still don't think we should be banned from any type of venue because we enjoy pipe tobacco. But that's my opinion. I wish the powers to be would listen and make the necessary adjustments and combine cigars and cigars and pipes in one category and vaping and cigarettes in another category. I think there's a distinct difference between the two. But that's my view. Maybe it's somewhat biased, but that's how I feel about it. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you, Smoking Fireman. I'll leave the link on your video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.